Hey BookTube, Science Fiction Reads here with a bit of a monthly wrap-up of what I read in March, which was not a lot, sadly. It was a busy month with health issues and moving to a new apartment. Last week I had a pipe behind the wall of my new apartment burst. I think it happened days before I noticed, but kind of flooded 2 rooms in my apartment. Had to move everything, had to move my bookshelves. It was a disaster, which is why I have not had any videos posted for close to 2 weeks. That's all fixed, hopefully put back together. And I wanted to make a video and I had some time today, so I thought I'd go over just the few things I read, what I'm reading now, and a couple things I bought recently. So at the beginning of the month, a few videos ago I mentioned I had a huge Edgar Rice Burroughs haul, and I had planned on starting his Mars series, but the Venus book sounded good, so I tried Pirates of Venus, and it was good. It was a fun adventure. I loved the whole premise. The main character is flying a rocket to Mars, but he failed to calculate the gravitational pull of the moon. So he's off course and he's headed to Venus. Like, it's hilarious. I love it. And it was a good adventure. I can tell, this is my first book of his I've read. I can tell they're probably going to be pretty formulaic, have a lot of similarities, but at the same time, like, they're so fun to read. So sometimes you're in the mood for something simple and fun and old, tropey, pulpy. I enjoyed it. After that, I read Philip Jose Farmer's To Your Scattered Bodies Go. I've been really wanting to get into this series for a couple months, so I tracked down a few of the books. I have most of the series, so I started it, and I gave this a 3 out of 5 on Goodreads. I enjoyed it. There wasn't as much world building as I wanted. Like, I was hoping for something like John Varley's Gaia trilogy, which I mentioned in a previous video. It was still good, and I liked it. So I moved on to The Fabulous Riverboat, which I did not enjoy. There was pretty much no expansion on the world building at all, and it was mostly a book about a race war, which just wasn't what I expected. But the most annoying thing, you've got this mysterious race who's resurrected all of humanity on this planet. And there's one member of this race who's kind of a renegade, and he's chosen some people, like the main character here, Sam Clemens. He's chosen him to help and kind of lead them to some answers and maybe ruin what this mysterious race has in store or planned. The annoying thing is the mysterious stranger, which he's called, he'll have interactions with the main character. And then later the main character will be talking to someone else, and he'll refer to this conversation and he'll refer to details the mysterious stranger gave him, but that was never, we didn't read that. So I'm like flipping back and forth, like, where did the mysterious stranger say that? And he didn't. So I don't know if it's bad editing or if we're just led to believe there was more to the conversation, but for some reason it wasn't written. I don't know. I'll continue the series because, like, I want to know what's at the end of that river. God damn it, I want to know. But I'm just not in the mood. I needed to move on to something else. And I think it just went out of order because before those two, I read Where Time Winds Blow, which I've already talked about at length in a previous video. I loved it so much. Possibly a dangerous habit I'm getting into. I upgraded to a nicer copy. There's the main character, well, maybe not main character, but he's on his trike, which is like these, it's like a 3-wheeled bike basically that the characters travel around exploring. And I don't know if you can make it out, but there's like a ancient alien wreck on the beach, which is kind of how the story opens. They explore that. I just wanted a nicer copy. And this is really cool. So that's that. Um, so yeah, I wanted to change from the Philip Jose Farmer, and I recently watched a video about Michael Moorcock's Eternal Champion um, books by newish booktuber, The Library Ladder. His videos are awesome. Check him out. And I recently acquired like the Sword trilogy in a recent haul, which I talked about. So I started this today. I'm only 20 pages in, but I'm intrigued. First, I watched a couple more videos on YouTube today, and it just got me pumped for the whole multiverse science fantasy action. So I'm into it. So yeah, I really did not read much in March, but it's been a busy month. And I did acquire, well, I acquired that copy of Where Time Winds Blow. And then something else I acquired. This is a little different. This box set of 2 hardcovers of Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind by Hayao Miyazaki. I love the Studio Ghibli movies, and I recently rewatched this one. And every time I watch them, I'm blown away again by how good they are. So I read into the backstory. I didn't realize it was based off a comic. So I tracked down this awesome box set. There's two copies that collect the entire comic series, which he wrote and illustrated himself, which is just all the more amazing. And the cool thing about, you know, these Japanese books is you read them backwards, which I think is pretty neat. And you even read like the comics backwards, which is really cool. And I really like his art because it reminds me of Moebius, the French artist. I only have one book by him, but he had a little project called The World of Adina he did. This one's fully colored. Trying to find like something representative, similar to the Nausicaa stuff. I don't know, this was a bizarre story, and I read it years ago. I don't really remember the plot, but I love Moebius, his art, like the movie Heavy Metal, that kind of stuff. Anything that looks like that. So I got those 2 hardcovers, which they're awesome. They're beautiful. They're like a display piece. So I'm gonna read those slowly because they're massive. And like I said, I've started the Sword trilogy by Michael Moorcock. I don't think I've read anything by Michael Moorcock other than maybe a short story in a collection. So yeah, I've started that. I'm enjoying it so far. Life's been crazy, but I appreciate the subs and the comments, and hopefully I can crank out videos a little faster. Thanks.